Hello, my peepers. This is Shalene, the Color and Book Nook, and guess what? I am finally doing it. I am finally making the video of all my finishes from March through October. Are you ready? So the first few are missing the tabs because stupid me started making a video and then I wasn't feeling good and I had to stop, and I'm missing the tabs because I already threw them out, the little index tabs I put in. So, the first book I have is Color in Heaven Dark Fantasy Special, issue 57. And I've only done one picture in here. It was a buddy color with Heather. And I haven't done another one with her since. It is the Autumn Nymph. I used my Blick Studio pencils. And I wanted to use autumn colors, make it, autumn looking. And it was hashtag Color Your Hoard 2020. I used either pan pastels or Prismacolor new pastels, which I believe it was those, for the background. But yeah, I really liked it. I used my fine liner for the eyes because I always use a fine liner on the eyes. And I did give her blue lips, to go with the butterflies. Used my autumn colors. I really like how it came out. I colored in Ayahuasca Jungle Visions by Alexander George Ward. And this I won in a giveaway from Jessica Sparkle's channel a few years ago. And I did the nameplate, and I used Sargent Art Supreme pencils. This was a January 2019 challenge. If you were subscribed to me then and watched me every day in January, I started a picture in a coloring book I hadn't colored in yet. So I'm still finishing some of them. I finished most of them, but I still have a few to do. So this one I did, and this was also a Color Your Hoard 2020. So I finished this in April, and I really liked how the eyes came out. And I did use some gel pens in the finer areas. But yeah, I was happy with how this came out. So that was the only thing I've done in this book. Then, I love my Hannah Carlson. I did a picture in here. Let me find it. Because, like I said, I already took the index tab out. Okay, this is it. This was a buddy color with Kim T. Kim, you and I need to do buddy colors again because this was a lot of fun. I did not mark down what pencils I used. I don't remember at all. I don't at all. It's really bad. I even use pencils on the background. So I can't, I don't know if they were Prismas, if they were Polychromos, if they were Black Widows. I just don't remember. But yep, I love the orange cat. Kind of like my ruby. But yeah, I like doing buddy colors. I need to do more of them next year. Then I pulled out my pocket-sized coloring book, Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. And let me find the picture I did in here. So I did this one. It's called Spring to Life. I used my Black Widow pencils. And I used some gel pens and my clear Wink of Stella. I don't know if you can see it. I used the Wink of Stella on her wings. I believe this is Black Glaze gel pen because the Black Glaze is like amazing. So yeah, and a white Posca pen or a white gel pen I did on there too. Love it. I did Gnomes in the Neighborhood because I love my gnomes, and this is by Denise Klett. And let me find, here it is. So I did this by following along with Coloring with Elena. She has a YouTube channel that you can color along with. She does tutorials. So I did this, and it was using Prisma pencils and Neo 2s. Yep, love this. Love my gnomes, and of course they're gnome snowmen. I love the house. I just think this came out really, really cute. Not so fond of the sky, but that's how the sky was, and I guess, oh well. You know me, I'm not too good with backgrounds, especially using water-based things, but it's done, and yeah, I really, really love this. I think it's adorable. So I did this one in May. I finished it in May. And there was that. And I didn't write down when I finished this, but I know it was in May because this was part of Mermaid that a bunch of us did. And this is Genovia Art. This is the picture that I did on my channel. And I don't remember what pencils I used. I did not write it down here, and I did not write it on the back. So I do not remember what pencils I used. I would have to go back through my videos to find it. I do know I used like a wink of Stella on her tail and on, I don't know what you want to call that, but yeah. So there is that. And I had a picture in Inkland's coloring book by Tanya Bond. This is another picture that I did that I started in January of 2019 for the January challenge. I finished this in May, and I used my Ergosofts on here, and I used 4 hashtags. So this counted as hashtag WhipItMay 2020, hashtag Finish the Whips, hashtag Hanging Out the Whips 2020, and hashtag Color Your Hoard 2020. And that's the only picture I have done in this book. And I either used pan pastels or Prismacolor new pastels for the background. But yeah, and I used a little bit of either clear gel pen or wink of Stella on the breast part of the hummingbirds, so it'll sparkle a little bit. A little bit of gel pen up in here. But I think she's cute. I loved her little dress she had on. So yeah, and this is called Hummingbird Whisper, this page is. I did a picture in a fantasy and fairy tale coloring book in grayscale artwork by Molly Harrison. I do not care for the paper in this book. So I did this. I don't remember what pencils I used. I can't even remember if I wrote it on a tab. Huh. Yep, I don't know. I don't remember what pencils. I did use a marker in the background. It did have this really dark grayscale background, and I just went over it with a blue color. And, you know, I think this is supposed to be like Alice in Wonderland. I think that's supposed to be Cheshire Cat. She has her stockings. There's a white rabbit. So, yep. And I wanted to color in Romantic Country, a fantasy coloring book, Erie, a lot this year, and I did not. But I did finish another picture. Now let me find it because I already threw out the tab. This here. So this was done with Color with Claire, her Facebook group. She had a color palette. So this is done with the color palette. I did it on both pages. So I did work with the color palette that she gave us. I used Prismacolor pencils. And I used hashtag Claire's Spring 2 and Romantic Country 1 LCH 2020. I really, really like how this came out. I thought it was pretty. It was fun to do, also doing a color palette. So I was happy with that. Then I did a picture out of Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls, Mermaids and More to Color by Hannah Lynn. This was one of the coloring books that I'm supposed to be coloring a lot out of this year. Guess what? I only got one done. So this is the picture. Is this the only one I did this year? No, but I already showed the other one because that was done in January. So I am not happy with the hair. I had an idea in my head how to do the hair, and I fricked that up horribly. So I do not like this picture at all. I did this in May. The picture's called Tagalongs. I used my Derwent Artist pencils, which worked great in this book. But I don't even remember what I was envisioning for the hair and what to do. All I know is I ended up giving up and I was just scribbling because I was so frustrated. I was really, really frustrated. It did not go the way I wanted it to. The rest of it I am very happy with. Then I did a picture in Clara Markova's Magical Delights. Now I've done two, but I'm not showing you the other one yet. Because that one I did this month, I believe. Did I? Yeah, so I'm not showing you the next one until the end of this month. So I did this one and I colored along with a video of Julie's passion for coloring. And I used Prismacolor pencils. And I used either New Pastels or Prismacolor New... Pan Pastels or Prismacolor New Pastels for the background. So yeah, I love following along with people's. I have a bunch tabbed here that I saw Julie's Passion, Chris Chang, and a few others. So I eventually will get to them. But yeah, love it. I really like how that came out. The Prismacolors work really nice in this book. And yeah, cute. So I'm happy with that. Then, oh my gosh, Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Rosanis. Now, I had to do the sneaker page. When I saw people coloring the sneaker, I didn't want this at first, but I saw people with the sneaker page, and then they colored it. I'm like, oh yes, I have to have this book. So, I did the double page spread. This was a buddy color I did with my friend Lisa Gadbury. And I used my Holbeins. So this I did finished in June. I did both pages. So if I was coloring the sneaker, like I would use a base color, then I would do both of them. Then I'd go to the next shade and I would work on both of them. So this way I was going to keep everything kind of looking the same. I am so impressed with this. I know I'm not easily impressed with my coloring, but this double page spread, yes, I am. I loved how this came out. You know, I wanted to keep, you know, the shoelaces and the sole to keep it kind of white, but, you know, I had to use a little bit of gray on it because nothing is really pure white. But yeah, I was really, really happy with how this came out. And I want to color more pictures in this because I really do like this book. So anybody that wants to color with me in this book and in 2021 as a buddy color, come on people. I think I'm going to post something in my coloring group for buddy colors next year because, yeah. Yep. I colored in my beautiful coloring book of flowers and sweet girls. This has been calling me and calling to me and calling to me. I love this book. So I ended up doing Balloon Flower. I have not finished the page over here, but I did finish the main page, which is what my goal was. I didn't mind if, I don't care if I don't finish the page next to it, but my goal was to color this. And I used my Holbein pencils. Isn't she cute? So, yep, I did. I went online and I looked up Balloon Flower. Plus, there's a poster or something in here that shows you, yeah, there's a poster and stickers in here that shows you what they're supposed to look like. So I kind of looked at that too. But, yeah, really, really like how this came out. And I want to color in this again too. Phantomorphia by Kirby Rosanis. Did another picture in here. I really want to finish this book. So I used my Mitsubishi Unis and gel pens in this. I did this in July. So I just took my time doing the wood, all of that wood, and then used gel pens on the swords. Just something simple, but I really wanted that wood to pop. So, yep, finished that. And I had ordered this book, I think, from watching May Brock's. I think that's why I bought this. This is Friends from My Imaginary World by Jane F. Hankins. I love this. Love it. So I did this page. Isn't it adorable? And this was a buddy color I did with Donna Weaver. I really enjoyed this. We would chat on Facebook Messenger. I used my Arteza pencils. And it was Color Your Horde 2020. And I also used some stickles. You can see the stickles. Yep, used stickles on there. Love the grasshopper. It's called Summer Serenade. So he's singing away to the lovely flowers. So, yep, really happy with how that came out. Then I colored in Die Welt unter der Lupe zu Wasser, which means The World Under the Magnifying Glass Water. This is by Rita Berman. I love these books. I don't color in these enough. I don't color enough. So I colored in this page. And I used my Arteza colored pencils. And it was for Arteza in August, Color Your Horde 2020, Under the Sea, and hashtag Rita's Water Wonderlands and Ocean Color-a-Lon. Yeah, hashtag Rita's Water Wonderlands and hashtag Ocean Color-a-Lon. So I used both. And then I used they're Nouveau, is that what they're called? Nouveau drops. I have a box of them that someone sent me a few years ago, and I used them for the bubbles and stuff on the page. It raises them up like 3D. Raises them up. So, yeah, I had fun coloring that. I colored in another Color in Heaven, Nouveau Fantasy Special, issue 46. And I did this page here. Love this. Love this. This was hashtag Arteza in August. So yes, I used my Arteza colored pencils. Hashtag Get Your Color in Heaven on. And hashtag Color Your Horde 2020. So yeah, did that in August. Love it. Love it. Used some gel pen. The Arteza pencils worked really, really nice in here. But I really enjoyed this. It seems like I just did this like a couple weeks ago, and it's been since August. And you know me, one of my favorite books, Semble Just Nova. Yep, Tomislav, come on. You need to come out with a new book. You haven't come out with one in a long time. I'm dying for a new book. So I did this picture. I did this picture because I was watching CBC Coloring Book Club. She pulled this out and she was coloring in it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to pull mine out. See, this is my new thing. If I'm watching people's live streams and they're coloring in a book and I haven't colored the page, I'm going to color it. I may not color it the same colors they are, but I'm going to color in it and while I'm watching the live streams. And she did this in a few different live streams. So I used my Arteza pencils, and I finished this in September, and I wanted to pull some of the same colors that I used on my flying horse. So that is why this mushroom, I did this color. I was going to color it with the same colors I used on this, and I'm like, you know what? I want to pull some of these colors into here. So that is why I did that. And I even used the pencils in the background, and I just used several layers of pencil. And then real lightly color the wings of that fairy, and then I believe I did some clear Wink of Stella over the wings. I used a little bit of gel pen. I used my white gel pen or my Posca pen all around here, but I really, really like this. This flying horse is my favorite picture I have done in all time, and I think this is my second, besides my sneaker pages. Yeah, I have a few that are my absolute favorites. So, yep, the Artezas worked really nice in here. I colored in Autumn Dreamlands by Edwina McNamee. I did this page. This page already had the black background, so I didn't have to do a background. I used my Pring pencils. I used some gel pens and some Prisma markers. And this was for hashtag Fall 2020 Color Along and hashtag Nikki Spooky Season 2020. But I really like this. It was really pretty to do up, and I had to add in some, gel pens, glittery gel pens. Even the bats are glittery. They're a purple glitter. Yep, my pumpkins, because I love autumn, I worked in Autumn Magic by another one by Edwina. And I did this one. I love how this one came out. I don't remember where I got the idea for the background. I might have thought up it on myself, or I might have looked on something like on Instagram. And this was in September. This was hashtag AAA Leaves 2020 and hashtag Fall 2020 Color Along. Love this. Love this. I don't remember what pencils I used. I did not write that down. I would have to go on Instagram to look, or Facebook. So I don't really remember what I used on this or on the background. But yep, I did use like the clear gel pen or Wink of Stella. I believe it was the clear gel pen, so that it would make it look like glass. Yeah, really, really love it. And, Halloween is my thing. So I did Sherry Baldy, My Bestie's Halloween Boo. It's volume number 13. And I did her. I love this. I love her. So I used Prisma markers as a base coat, and then I used my Erogetin pencils for shading, and I used stickles on her as well. And I did her in October. Isn't she adorable? I love her. And I only did one. Oh no, I did two. And October is Carloween that I do every year with Kate's Color in Haven. And I need to do more of Carloween pictures because I only did two. So I did this with super colors. I just wanted to do this really cute using super colors. And yeah, so that came out. I was going to go through with a white Posca pen and or maybe some stickles or gel pen, but I'm like, no, I'm leaving this one plain. So I left her plain. So nothing fancy, and I did this on stream. And I wasn't going to order this coloring book, but the more I saw people coloring in this, I'm like, yes, I have to have it. So I got Pop Manga Cute and Creepy Coloring Book by Camilla DeErico. And I did two pictures. Which one was the first one? This one was the first one, and I got to use this as Color Your Hoard because it was the only picture at the time I had finished and colored. And I used my Black Widows and a black gel pen for the eyes on the small pumpkins. I did this in a stream of mine. This was so much fun to color. I really, really liked this. And then I colored this page here with the Lyras, and this was for hashtag Owlween. I'm loving this. And this was I used pan pastels on the background. I love this book. And I was part of Spooktober, and I had colored this on my channel. And this is Morgane by Mayumi Ogahara. I finished this October 14th. And what did I use? I used my Luminance pencils. I added some blues and purples in here because, you know, a raven has more than just black when it shines on it. It counted as hashtag Haunted Halloween 2020, hashtag Spooktober, hashtag Instagram Color a Halloween, hashtag Cute and Cozy or a Scary October 2020, hashtag October Nightmare, hashtag Spooky Color Infest, and hashtag Halloween Havoc 2020. So I got a lot of hashtags, color-alongs out of this. I wanted her cape to look like felt, or, you know, something real soft like that. And I think I pretty much got what I wanted. It looks so much better in person. And so I did her hair with gray. So I wanted like a silvery looking hair. And then I used a gel pen up on her headband. And then I wanted her gem to kind of stand out. So yeah, love the eyes too. In the background, I think that was a Prismacolor New Pastel with the Posca pen. So there's that. And I did another Carloween picture. So I did this one. And what did I use? I didn't write. Oh, markers. This was done in markers and some gel pens. And what else? The skin wasn't, though. I don't remember what I used. Anyway, so this was Carloween 2020 and hashtag Color Your Hoard 2020. Then I did another Carloween picture. This one's from Spooky Sweets. And I used my Castle Art pencils on this. So Yep, Carloween 2020. So this was a lot of fun. I wanted to do her skin, you know, with purple. I did some red squiggly lines in her eyeball for it being bloodshot. I did. And I loved how I did the hair. I was so happy with this. And then again, for Spooktober, I did this picture. This was by Emily Illustrator. It might still be on sale on her Etsy shop. And I used my Prismacolor pencils. And this was hashtag Spooktober 2020. I did use some gel pen, a little bit on the vine on the railing. And I did use some white Posca pen. I wanted to do, we call it Indian corn. It's probably not the proper thing to say anymore. It's probably maybe just autumn corn. I don't know, but I wanted that instead of the sweet corn. So yeah, I did that. The mouse and his hair, gave him some hair. But I like how this one came out as well. That is all of my finishes from March through October. I promise to get better with posting my pictures now at the end of each month so that I won't get behind again, because now I have to go find where I'm going to go put all those coloring books in their correct spot, because just that's OCD in me. I hope that you enjoyed this. This is really getting dirty and cruddy and I need a new one. You can tell I color here and I eat here. Yeah, it's cruddy. Anyways, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked it. If you are new to my channel, please click subscribe. And if you want to be notified when I put up new videos or go live, hit that little bell button. And click on that thumbs up. That helps. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye-bye.